You're wasting my fucking time. I need to go to school. Bryan frowned slightly, and the maid's lips started quivering. I will say, is poisoned. Please, I don't want to drink it. I don't want to die, she said with tears in her eyes. So in this house, we ain't safe again, huh? Bryan thought inwardly. Tell me who sent you to poison me, Bryan asked her, but she kept quiet. Look, I know you were forced to try to poison me. Please tell us who forced you to do it because you look like a good girl, Samantha said, and the maid bit her lower lips. Kill me, but I won't tell you, she said stubbornly. Since you wanted it the hard way, I would give it to you the hard way. Bryan paused. Take her to the prison, Bryan ordered to a guard who dragged her out. Who is doing all this, and why would the person want to poison me? Samantha said. As I can remember, I didn't get anyone angry or something, Samantha added, and Bryan held her hands, massaging her knuckles with his fingers. Everything is going to be okay. Don't think too much, Bryan said as they headed out. Some minutes later, as usual, Bryan came out of his car, and many flirtatious comments were thrown in the air, but he ignored it. He opened the car door for Samantha, who came out of the car, making everyone shocked. Did Bryan just open the car door for Samantha David? She is now the new school's queen. Don't talk to her like that, or we would be in serious trouble. They are really in a relationship. You're not so sure. What if Bryan just wants to use and dump her, like how he did to other girls? Maybe Samantha scoffed at their comments and huffed in anger. Bryan had a history of twinkling high. While Bryan, who was next to her, frowned. Can't the students keep quiet or shut their mouth for once? It was really annoying him. See you, Samantha said, and turned to leave. But Bryan held her hand, stopping her. Come to my personal class today, Bryan said, and didn't wait for her answer before dragging her lightly to the direction of his personal class. So is this what you do all day? Sitting down and doing nothing? No teacher is coming in? Samantha frowned. Well, I ordered them not to come in, Bryan said, and Samantha glared at him. If you don't want to learn, I want to. Should I teach you then? Bryan said, and Samantha scoffed. You will! Remember, I don't have a dull brain like you. Bryan rolled his eyeballs, cutting her off. I don't have a dull brain, it's only physics that is my major problem. Samantha said, If I have a dull brain, we wouldn't have met again. Samantha said immediately without thinking twice, and it was true. If not for her brilliancy, she wouldn't have been there. Okay, at least you brought out a reasonable reason why you don't have a dull brain, Bryan said nonchalantly. Your girlfriend is damn smart. Samantha winked proudly. Whatever. Bryan rolled his eyes, but his eyes widened when he felt something soft being slammed against his lips. He immediately recognized the strawberry taste. Did Samantha just kiss him? As he can remember, he was the one that used to take the lead. He wrapped his arms around his waist and reciprocated the kiss. He used one of his hands to hold her cheek softly, deepening the kiss. He bit and sucked on her bottom lips, making them a little swollen. Then he slipped his tongue into her mouth, tasting each of her mouth. Suddenly the door burst open, making them pull away, though it was evident on their face that they kissed, with their disheveled hair and swollen lips. Of course is evident. The people that entered turned out to be Andy, Adrian, and Jeremy. They were staring at Bryan and Samantha with wide eyes. What now? Bryan shoots daggers at them. Nothing, they said simultaneously, and began to enter the inner room of the personal class. At the canteen. Samantha looked around. Where the fuck is Lily and Jane? She hasn't seen them for a long time now. Hope they are okay, Samantha thought, and breathed in suddenly, feeling uneasy. She stood up and walked to the locker room. No one was there because they were eating at the canteen. Hey! Samantha turned, and immediately she was hit to unconscious and placed into a long bag. Take her away slowly, Zach ordered his guards with a smirk.